Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Rising Project Film, Zach Austin. Week 11 Coaches Show. Round 1 of Arkansas 3A State Playoffs. We've got Mr.
Sir.
Clint Osborne. How are you, bud?
Good. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. For the ones that don't know you, go ahead and tell your name, number, position you play.
My name's Clint Osborne, number 2, and I play D end or outside linebacker and wide receiver.
Nice. How long you been playing football, Clint?
I've been playing since the 3rd grade.
Wow. What's your favorite memory? Maybe Little League and then all the way up.
Well, I have a few. Definitely in Little League, 3rd grade, whenever we won the championship game.
Yeah.
It was a fun game. And then last year, state championship. I didn't get to play, but I was injured. But it definitely was a really good feeling being out there and seeing everybody winning that. It was amazing.
Definitely so. Something you won't forget.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Talking about you being injured, glad to have you back. You was injured for a couple of weeks this year.
Yes,
What's
sir.
it like to be able to finally get out on the field and see some action, man?
It's amazing. I'm just hoping I can make it through this season
Yeah.
and stay healthy through baseball.
Right.
Because I've been battling injuries since about 8th grade.
Oh, man.
Every year, it's been my knees, and last year it was a shoulder. I haven't got to play a full season since 7th grade, so
Wow.
I'm just hoping that I can stay healthy. I just want to finish this year out
Yeah.
strong.
I know they like to have you back out there. I mean, you're doing pretty good as far as tackles. I think you're around, 10, 12. I'm going off the top of my head, somewhere in there. So, I mean, that's not bad on the depth chart, especially, starting a little bit later. What can you attest to that? Why do you think you've got that many?
Well, lots of times I just give a lot of effort, like running down the field, like cutbacks and stuff. I just wait for them to cut back and try to get there for the tackle.
Right. That's good. I know I don't have this one on the questionnaire here, but what do you like better, defense or offense? You got to
Definitely
catch
defense.
this year.
Defense.
Huh?
I love
Nice.
defense. I've always have.
Yeah. What's so special about defense?
I just love hitting people.
Yeah.
It's just the best feeling.
Right.
Especially when you get a good hit, a sack or fumble or something.
Yeah.
It gets you going. It's really fun. Definitely love offense or defense more.
Yeah. It kind of gets that energy kind of back in the game,
Yes.
So we'll kind of jump into last week. Y'all played at Lavaca, and pretty much a downpour, dude.
Yes.
What was that like?
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Especially with my knees. It was really cold, and it was hard to move.
Yeah.
And it was so cold. Every hit hurt.
Yeah.
Your fingers getting smashed. But it was a fun game with all the rain and stuff.
Right.
Just having fun out there.
Oh yeah, because that's really about, I think, one of the first full-on rain games. I think there's been some sprinkle games and stuff here and there.
I think that's the first one this year.
Wound up winning 49-6, and then wound up with around 550 total yards, over 440 at halftime with Lentz and Hunter. They had over 100 on the ground, and then a couple other guys had some decent carries as well. Just kind of walk me through the game last week.
Well, first start off with the O-line. O-line has been doing a lot better.
Yeah.
They definitely have been working a lot harder. Just getting that push up front, getting Hunter set up, especially since that Charleston game.
Yes.
He had a huge game, and they're just continuing to get better.
Right.
And I'm just proud of them, and because they definitely have been battling through it. Because since Mansfield and stuff, they have been proving a lot.
Right.
Since then.
Defense, you only gave up 109 yards. 40. You starting guys gave up 49 at half. You mentioned the Mansfield game. Do you think that loss at Mansfield kind of helped maybe get some, I don't want to say mojo back in, but fire,
yes,
so to speak?
Definitely.
Yeah.
We just been practicing harder, been playing harder because we wanna get back to state championship. We know it was a little setback.
Yeah.
But we're just trying to get back there. We know we still got a lot of season left, and that one game, doesn't define us.
Yeah.
And I think we can. We've been bouncing back, and we're just continuing to get better.
Yeah, I was gonna say, really like how y'all been performing.
Hmm.
The last several weeks
Sure.
since then. Defense, just I really feel like there's an energy there, kind of like it's just gone to the next level.
Hmm.
What's that like, especially having some of those freshmen move up, and then all the guys y'all got rotating in there on the defense? What's that like, just to have those kind of guys to help rotate in and keep y'all fresh?
It's definitely good. We just keep rotating people in, and everybody just stays fresh. Definitely those freshmen moving up helped a lot on the
Right.
D line and HG and um, all of them helping up with the depth on the
Yeah.
D line because a lot of them people, a lot of the D lines going both ways,
Right.
so it helps a lot with them in there. And especially since we have Damari and Dylan out,
Yeah.
having that extra depth definitely helps out
Right.
in the long run, keeping everybody fresh for the game.
Yeah. Definitely so. Um, Now, can we see you down on the D line, or are we just gonna see you out there, D and middle outside linebacker?
Well, this week they're gonna have a lot of two back and tight ends and
Yeah.
stuff, and I'm gonna be on the line pretty much the whole
Right.
game. I don't think there's a single time where we've been off, so definitely gonna be on the line a
Yeah.
lot and doing some like blitzing off the edge and getting down there in the stance
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
I was gonna say they kind of run just around almost the same offense as us
Yeah.
in a way, but a lot of running, right?
Yes, a lot of running.
Um, so I'm excited to kind of see how y'all do and handle all that and just go at them. What else can you tell us about Magnet Cove this week?
They run like a similar offense to us. They run a lot, like 80% run.
Yeah.
They they have a few good players. They can definitely make some plays.
Right.
We definitely can't take them lightly.
Yeah.
Um, any opponent in the playoffs can't
Right.
take lightly, of course.
Yeah.
But they are definitely a team to take seriously,
Right.
and we just got to continue to do what we've been doing past few weeks,
Yeah.
executing.
Yeah, definitely so. And then offense, figure y'all just keep doing your thing. And
Yep.
is there a time we get to see you at quarterback or in a backfield inning, right? Or no? We'll
No.
keep you out there at wide out.
Yeah. Wide out.
All right, that's all right. I like that. That's pretty good. Couple more questions, Clint, then we'll get you out of here. Um, what's it like playing at Bearcat Stadium?
It's no other. It's every time we get in that helmet, I always get goosebumps whenever I hear that Cherokee playing and
Yeah.
the band and the fans. It gets you really excited.
Right.
There's every road game. It just nothing feels like being at home,
Right.
and I definitely miss being out there whenever we're playing home games and stuff. Because even on the sideline, whenever I was injured, I
Yeah.
still got goosebumps.
Yeah.
I still wanted to get out there and be with my team, even though I couldn't.
Right.
But it's great being back out there.
Oh
It's
yeah.
amazing.
Um, what else we got here? Um, you talked about not being being injured and stuff. Did that kind of help you any maybe learn a little more and maybe teach some the other guys some things, or what was
Mm,
that like?
I've just been fighting,
Yeah.
just not giving up. Um, and whenever my teammates get injured, I'm there asking, giving any advice
Yeah.
from my like personal experiences with my injuries.
Right.
You know, um, just trying to help out any way I can with you know, seeing if I can, tell them like ice or do anything because um, with my injuries, obviously I've learned quite a bit from it,
Right.
and I'm just trying to help out any way I can.
That's good. I like that. That's probably a comfort to them as well.
Hmm.
Knowing, hey, my bud here, he's kind of been through the fire, so to speak, and
Hmm.
just kind of help him through that
That's the
time.
way I was kind of recovering with it. I asked Dakota because
Yeah.
he's also been dealing with his injuries with his knees and
Right.
stuff, and I've always asked him questions whenever we were up in the weight room or
Yeah.
just walking around. I'm always asking him questions about what I should do. This is hurting. What should I do? And
Right.
he's always helping me out. So I'm just trying to give that same um, help to other people
Right.
that I can.
Nice. I like that. Um, what do you like about football? What's your favorite thing about football?
Um, just being with my friends,
Yeah.
everybody on the team. I love all of them, Just being out there playing with them, um, it just creates a good bond.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of like close friends on the team, and I always just love being out there with them and
Right.
being excited and playing with them. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. Uh, I told you a couple more questions when we get you out here, but I just remembered a couple more things that I didn't ask you. That I've asked some of the other guys. What's your Fridays like, man? You got some songs you gonna jam out to and get ready for a certain meal, or what's your Friday like?
I watch a lot of film,
Yeah.
get prepared to the game for the game. My favorite pregame meal is definitely hibachi, that
Yeah.
hibachi truck in town.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And any songs, I just try to listen to like mainly like rap. Just
Yeah.
try to get me pumped up for the game.
Right.
Just get locked in, and I just kind of get loose. Just mess around a little bit, but
Yeah.
still kind of be locked
You
in.
get locked in a little. Yeah.
Um, just try to take my mind off, because I get pretty nervous right before we go out and
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get the nerves out and just stay calm and
Yeah.
just have fun with it.
Well, that's good. That's good. Um, and then what do you do outside of football? What does Clint like to do when he's not in school, not in football, any sports? What do you do, man?
Mm, um, I like to play video games,
Yeah.
and I like to work out.
Nice.
I go a lot with my dad.
Yeah.
Um, just spend time with my friends and family, and
Nice. I like it. And then the last question, and we'll let you go, bud. We always like to end with this. What would you say to a kid that wants to be a Bearcat someday? What's some advice you would give him that maybe you've learned over the years?
um, just keep working hard. You may not have your moment right now, just like with like an injury or something. Just
Yeah.
keep working through it. You'll get your chance. It's definitely worth it
Yeah.
in the end. Just keep working hard. Don't give up.
Nice. I like it. That's some good advice. Anything else you want to throw out there?
No, sir.
No? Hey, I appreciate it, bud.
Thank you.
And we're back here, folks. Week 11, Coaches Show, round one of the 3A playoffs.
Yeah, man.
Man, playoffs are already here, and weather's kind of cooled down a little.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. Still just a hair warm, I feel like.
Yes.
How you doing today, Coach?
Man, I'm doing good. Doing good. Just, ready to get the playoffs going, and
Yeah.
it's exciting time. So hopefully we've got, one game at a time, but hopefully we got 5 more weeks of it. So
Right.
that's the goal, and hopefully, we end down there where we did last year.
Yeah, definitely so. That's always awesome when you end down there.
Oh man, nothing like it.
Last week, did pretty good, and just a downpour pretty much at times.
Yeah.
What's that like coaching in a game like that?
It's not bad. Us older coaches are a little bit smarter than the younger ones. We actually come prepared, every Friday night.
Yeah.
Coach Harrell, he was not too bright the other night. He didn't. He was
didn't have-
soaked.
Was
yeah,
he really?
Yeah, he
Oh,
didn't have
man.
didn't have an ounce of rain gear on, so he, you'd think they learned by now, but
Yeah.
Anyway, it was fun. The kids I think had a really fun time, and you could tell from
Yeah.
the get-go that, before most we were. I'm standing in the locker room trying to stay dry, and most of them are just standing out there. They're embracing it,
Yeah.
loving it, and I think they wished it would have been on the natural grass.
Yeah.
That way it'd have been a little muddy and stuff. But they had a fun time, most fun I think they've had this year, and come out and executed well, and didn't put the ball on the ground. I think one time we put the ball on the ground is because we just had a mix up on what play it was
Yeah.
being ran. So taking care of the ball was a big thing the other night, and only a couple penalties, so we've continued to get better with that, and I think if we continue to do those things, we'll be okay.
Yeah, I think so. And you said those guys standing out there. We was up there in the press box and just looking as it's coming down. And look out there, and there's, like you said,
Yeah.
I figured they'd be in the locker room.
Yeah, I
and they
tried
was all
3 or
out
4
there.
times. I told them, guys, get in here, stay dry, and they just wanted to be out there in it, so whatever.
Yeah, yeah. You talked about y'all executed pretty good. Had 440 yards, 41 yards at halftime. Ended with around 550. Held them to 109 total, 49 at half. Like I said, guys did pretty good. Warren and Lentz had over 100 yards at half, and
Yeah.
Y'all just kind of really executed, and the defense did pretty good getting some pressure back there to Winters and
Right.
kind of keeping him and the running back kind of contained.
Yeah, they offensive line played really well again. The second game in a row, they've created some big running lanes
Yeah,
for us, and then Jace doing a good job of reading the option stuff and getting it pitched to Connor a few times, and excited to have him back and
right.
rolling. And I think 11 guys touched the ball the other night, if that's
Yeah,
right. And so that's a great thing, and getting a lot of young guys some playing time, and
yeah,
defense getting the ball back for us so we could, try to go do our thing on offense. But yeah, it was a really good job just up front on both sides of the ball. I felt like we dominated the line of scrimmage, and we're continuing to get better up front. And we got a good test for us this week with Magnet Cove. They're kind of a run-oriented team,
yeah,
split back veer, going to run it right at you. So be a good test for us, and I think we'll be up to the challenge.
yeah. I was gonna say, they really just love to have the ball on the ground and just um, run formation. I almost said like a toe Clint. It's kind of like ours. It's not really like you said. It's the two split.
Yeah, split back
Yeah,
veer, old school kind of. Back in the day, you used to see a lot of it. You don't see it as much of it anymore, but
right.
they got a couple of athletes that are pretty dangerous with the ball in their hands. So they're going to try to keep the ball away from us and probably snap it. And with not much time on the play clock, they'll go for it on fourth down quite a bit. So we just got to make sure we put them in some long plays. Give them
Right.
some bad plays and get them behind the chains and make them do stuff they don't want to do.
Yeah, definitely. So, can we expect just the kind of same, run it and go, and
Yeah, I
um,
think so. I think you'll see a little more up tempo like we were at Greenland,
yeah,
trying to continue to just keep our offense out there as long as we can and try to wear them down, try to get them running side to side a little bit. And
yeah,
they have several guys that go both ways, so we want to try to take advantage of that and speed it up and try to snap it as fast as we can. So that's probably what you'll see Friday night. And if we need to put the ball in the air, we'll do so. But we're going to try to run it right at them and see what happens.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's always nice when you can just kind of do what you want, run at them, and go with it. Um, how's it going? You moved the freshman stuff up,
Mm-hmm.
and seems like it's doing pretty good, getting some more guys able to some more breaks, so to speak.
Yeah, I said it last week and a couple weeks ago. It's the competition level's really gone up in practice, and that's really helped out a whole lot.
Yeah,
And being able to, at last week we Connor and Rhett, got the first series, and then we started rotating some guys at halfback there, two or
right.
three plays, and getting them a break here and there. And Seth playing some fullback,
Yeah,
was something we've been working on, and he's continued to grow in that role. So anytime we can spell Hunter a play or two here or there is a good thing. And then Brody as well, So we feel good about anybody that's going to be out there, and the young guys. We've got some guys up front that are really coming on and doing a good job. And Braxton's playing really well up front,
yeah,
pressuring the quarterback. And, he's grown up a whole lot. I didn't know if he'd be ready, honestly. I felt like Lathan was going to be more ready, and
yeah,
Lathan's done a good job. But Braxton has really kind of grown up the last 2 or 3 weeks, and
mhm,
he had to figure it out the hard way, playing Charleston, playing with lower pad level, and
yeah,
being where you're supposed to be. In junior high, you can get away with not doing that as much, but
right.
he figured it out the hard way a couple times. Got put on his back, and then but made some really good plays
Yeah,
too. And I think I think he's going to be a really really special player here for the next 3 years.
yeah, definitely. So, a couple of those guys are real fun to watch. So, as well as the ones you still got in the locker room, and
Absolutely, yeah,
what's it? What was it like? I was watching as the game went on. Y'all was rotating some more guys out there, um, and the sideline going nuts when a couple of guys got carries and stuff.
yeah.
What's it like when you can throw some guys out there and just, all right, man, hey, go out there and just, everyone goes nuts.
Yeah, well, you always got the big boys wanting to carry the football in a
Yeah,
game like that, and I want to get them in there sometimes carry it, but I think to myself, if they get out there and get hurt, I'm gonna feel like the biggest dumb butt. And it's
yeah,
hard to explain that to them; they
right,
don't see it that way.
yeah,
But seeing Seth score the other night, it was his first rushing touchdown in his career, and
yeah,
and then Reagan had the opportunity to score a couple times there and couldn't get it in. They gave him a hard time about that.
Yeah.
And Cutler, he had a potentially a pick six that went, just right in front of his face.
Yeah.
So it's fun watching those guys give each other a really hard time. Sometimes I don't know if they're joking or not. It's hard to tell, but
Right.
it's all in good fun. So they have a good time with each other.
Yeah, that's always good when they can do that with each other and
Absolutely.
have fun with it. What's it like having the playoffs roll around here? And just walk me through that, Coach.
Yeah, so playoff time. I think the expectation here has always been to get down to Little Rock, and then in the early we went several times in the 80s and
Right.
early 90s and mid 90s. We kind of weren't as successful. Late 90s we had some teams there. Early
Right.
2000s obviously got there, and then really close a few times, and then mid 2000s and stuff.
Right.
We had some opportunities but just couldn't get it done, and then later on started, just you feel like that everything for me as a coach, learning from 2010 to now, you feel like everything kind of just prepares you for where you're at now. And I think we've proven, and the kids know that the goal is to always get to Little Rock.
Right.
It's not win one game, win the second, get out of the second round. No, we want to get down there and try to win it. And we've had some really good teams here that haven't been able to do that, and a lot of that is just ran into a better team,
Right.
or something like that. And the kids understand that once you get into the playoffs, especially past the first round, that things are going to start to really get serious. And it's a lot of fun because it's kind of bittersweet. Your time's running out with the seniors, and but you can feel a shift in the mood around here that they know every game they play now could be their last game, but it could all they feel like, and I think you could ask everybody in there that they plan on playing 5 games,
Yeah.
and whether we do or not, it's just gonna, if we can stay healthy and play good at the right time. But it's super fun, man. There's nothing like getting into the Thanksgiving week,
Yeah.
and practicing on Thanksgiving, and practicing Thanksgiving mornings. One of the cooler things we've done the last few years, and just don't want anybody to take any of that for granted. You want
Yeah.
them to understand it's hard to get there,
Yeah.
and a lot of teams have not been able to get there, and and just to take advantage of every opportunity you have and really enjoy it. And I think that's one of the harder things. When I was younger, we'd get to a certain spot and you don't really take it all in, And the last couple of years, you just realize, hey, we're in the semifinals, man. This ain't
Yeah.
easy to do,
Yeah.
That we're in the finals. This is hard to do, and
Yeah.
just taking advantage of living in that moment and enjoying it, because you never know when you'll get back. And, but it's a lot of fun. Playoff time's a blast.
Yeah, definitely. So there's no time like playoff time.
Mm-mm. It's great.
It is awesome. That's really about all we got for you for this week, Coach. Anything you want to give to anybody, advice or anything?
Oh man, I think kids are working really hard, and our crowds have been amazing all year long. Home, and it looks like we just if we continue to play well, we'll probably only have 2 more at home. So
Yeah.
take advantage of it and get out here and try to see these guys play, and hopefully we'll perform well and be able to advance and go as far as we can.
Yeah, hopefully so. This week's at home. Next week, folks, we win. Next week's at home as well. Get out here. Give these guys an atmosphere that they won't forget,
That's
as
right.
well as the away team.
That's
So,
right. That's right.
Coach, we appreciate
Hey,
it.
thanks, man.